Liz. How are you today? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad you had all your safe trips and everything. I hope you ate too much because that's what you always have to do on these Thanksgiving holidays, right? Did, yes. No regrets. Yet. We can regret it on Monday. Go back, work out. Yeah. Work it off. Alright, well I am back to... Can you tell me, new headphones, new microphone again. Is the music loud, too loud, good? Because it looks like it should be too loud, but I don't know that it is. So... The music is loud. Okay. I thought it might be. Oh, and of course now the song stops, so yes. Now it's better. No. Caffeinate, I will absolutely caffeinate. Alright. That looks a little more balanced. Does that sound a little better? Good morning, Title! Happy Saturday! It's been Saturday, and then yesterday was Saturday, and today is Saturday, and tomorrow I'll have to remember is Sunday. Every day is Saturday! It is, it is. It gets me very confused, so then when Monday comes around, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, but I don't want to go back to work, right? It's so nice not having to go to work sometimes. Alright, so I'm getting back to my Game of Thrones costume, because that's been a little while. The hats turned out really cute from the last couple of weeks, and I got those dropped off, and bidding starts tomorrow, so I'll be curious to see what they price it at or start it at, and a lot of people were saying, oh, these are so cute, so hopefully they raise a fair amount of money. So but anyways, except I'm contracting and I go, oh, you don't get PTO and your contract is about to end, so as much as I want to chill, I have to grind to find a new job again. Boo. I remember you saying that it ends like right at Christmas, right before Christmas. That's dumb. Right after Christmas. Yeah. Either way. Hey, thank you so much, Corliss, for following. Good morning, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks for stopping by. And it's right before Christmas. That's horrible. That's just, it's dumb. No, PTO sucks. For sure. Whoa. Try not to think about it. You're not to worry about it. Yeah. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Corliss. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, buddy. Oh, do I speak Hyvalarian? Sadly, no. Nope, I am an imposter. I am such an imposter. I should learn it. I've also wanted to learn Elf. Back in high school, I started trying to learn Lord of the Rings Elf. I gave that up. Kind of know a little bit of French. Didn't want to learn Spanish. I suck. Or I did not know what was going on there. I should have guessed when I saw the Renegon, but I don't know. It's also early, and I haven't. While my coffee is almost empty already, it doesn't feel like it's kicked in yet. Also, I love Arya. Like, let's be real. I think I'm much more an Arya Sansa hybrid, which would offend both of them badly. Yeah, are ya? I'm gonna be here lurking. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Thank you. I hope you're having a lovely morning, Liz. Have you watched House of the Dragon? I have not. I stopped paying for HBO when HBO Go went away, and I haven't watched any TV for a long time now. I've been a little busy with my computer games, and now I'm doing this, so I've been very neglectful. I kind of wanted to see House of the Dragon. I also wanted to see the Rings of Power, but I've let my Netflix... No, that's not on Netflix. That's on Amazon Prime, isn't it? I may check out Rings of Power. Rings of Power is really good. That's what I've been hearing. I hear people, some people say, yeah, it's really good. Other people say, oh, it's horrible. So, I mean, y'all have to figure out for yourself, right? So, I'd like to do it. I'm wearing a Legolas t-shirt right now. Love Lord of the Rings. Yes. Yes. That's good. Alright, so there's part of me that kind of wants to not go back to the tunic and start working on the skirt, but I should really just keep working on the tunic. Am I trying to delay the inevitable of putting in a zipper? Maybe. Also, when I thought I was done at the last one, last session on this one, I turned it all right side out, and I was like, yay, cool, next step is going to be probably putting in the zipper. It's not, because I forgot to stitch the bottom of the back. So, hey, I get just a little bit more time before I have to put in a zipper. Yay. So, rescue thing off of thing. And we're not turning it all completely inside out again. I can do just it's just the back tabard. I was supposed to, stitch this closed here and then turn it all right side out. So no big deal. We can do it from mostly turned right side out. Pins. I will, since it's been a while, let's grab the pattern. So I am making them calls pattern, basically doing the main outfit, kind of flip-flopping the colors. So this gorgeous white and blue brocade is going to be the tunic rather than a blue tunic, and then that shiny blue fabric that's just piled up right back there, that's going to be the skirt, the big full underskirt. So that is the plan. It does have a pattern for that belt, doesn't it? And I don't think I'm making that belt. I might make that belt at some point, maybe. Who knows? Before I do that, something that I remember looking at, but I don't remember the conclusion. I need to know, since it's kind of self-lining and I don't get a chance once I put the zipper in to fix the back, I need to make sure that these tabards line up. So whether the lining or the shell of it matches. Hold determine, yeah, which layer I follow my seam line. Yeah, and it's going to not be the lining. The lining is longer in both cases than the outer fabric, which is fine. So I just need to make sure when I'm making my seam that I'm following the brocade and not the lining. Okay, cool. I tell this story probably every episode that I've been working on this. So about Saturday, this project, finishing it up, is kind of like the reason that I started doing my Sew About Saturdays. Started this project 2 years ago when COVID first hit and we were starting to have hours cut at work, and I was going to have time to sew. I was like, all right, I want to make this for the next convention. And so I got it all started. I was working on it, but then realized pretty quickly there was going to be no conventions for a while. So I stopped sewing on it because I tend to be one that if I don't have a deadline or a time frame for when it has to get done, I'm such a procrastinator. If I don't have a deadline, it's not going to get done, which is going to be a story for a lot of the projects that I will be finishing up, that I have lined up to finish up. There was no deadline, so I just kind of fizzled out. And then, I didn't sew for a couple years. I helped one of my coworkers, helped her make a pillow, but I didn't actually do any sewing. I was just kind of overseeing and showing her how to use the machine and what measurements she needs to take, and so that was pretty much the extent of my sewing for the past 2.5 years. And so, but I have a room full of sewing stuff, fabric, costumes that need fixing, and since I already was set up to stream my video games, well, maybe this would be a fun way of getting through all of my projects and keeping on task and semi-accountable. So I do appreciate everybody stopping by, keeping me focused for 3 hours a week at least. Last week I think was it last week we went long? No, a week before we went a little long. Because we were just having so much fun. And I do use the royal we a lot. is finally warming up. It's pretty chilly in here this morning. I have a heater in the bedroom that eventually, once it really starts warming up, it'll disperse through the house. But this room is the absolute farthest away from that room with the heater, and so this room tends to be pretty chilly. But it's warming up. And or I was just, you know, so cozy under a mountain of blankets last night that everything just feels cold today. Alrighty. So then that gives me the bottoms. And I know it wants understitching, and I don't want to understitch. Can I get away from that? Well, that was that was the step before turning it right side out. I do need to trim seams. Probably should have done that too before I turned everything right side out. Hardy. Sorry, loud noise. So that should make this one turned a little nicer. Just get this front part of the tunic right side or inside out. Yeah. So excited to get this all turned right side out. Should have waited just a little longer. That's all right. Oh, hey, thank you for the bits. Very much, Title. Much appreciates. It's not giving me the sound notifications, though. Alert box is turned all the way up. Why you no tell me when I have alerts? These are important things. Properties? Oh, yay! Thank you! Yay, Prime sub! Oh, that's alright. Well, thank you for the subscription, Prime sub. Monitor and output. Monitor off. I have it as monitor and output, so you all should be hearing the little sounds. But if it's monitor also, then I should also be hearing the little sounds. Why you don't? I don't know. Gonna have me in the background, gonna play a little Guild Wars 2. Well, have fun. Lurk away. Go kill all the things. Or find all the things. Or whatever the project you're gonna work on. Probably involves killing all the things, though. I'll probably be on later this afternoon, like later this afternoon, after lunch. I finally got my VR headset back and it is working, so now I'll be playing a little bit with Nathan, getting VR chat set up and maybe a few other games figured out, maybe. Should be fun. But it recognizes the controllers, it connected to the app, all the things that it was supposed to do and wasn't doing. Actually, finding things is probably more accurate. Working on that inevitable achievement. Ooh, that's the Joko one for the staff. Doesn't really need to be trimmed up any further. That one maybe does. Yep. Trying to do the quick bits. Well, happy hunting. I wonder if that's the one. I know that, I'm trying to think, there's, in part of the storyline, I don't know if it was part of the Long Live the Lich or Starta Guidus, where you have to make it through the story instance when you're in the Moon Fortress without tripping any of the traps. I have a feeling that's part of that, and I'm gonna have to do that. Maybe if I go in as a Mesmer, a Starta Guidus. Luckily, I don't recall being part of it. Okay, then I think it's probably out of the Long Live the Lich. Oh, and of course, absolutely. It'll be a long haul. Yeah, they don't make them easy for sure. That back through. So it's just this side now. I've got like tinsel all over my legs now. Now that we've hit Thanksgiving, I'm like, all right, we could do some Christmas decorating, and I'm trying to decide how much I want to do like out in my living room versus how much I want to do in here, because I spend more time in here than I do in the living room. So I probably want to do more decorating in here. So now I'm going to go iron everything since I'm refusing to understitch. There. Alright. I have a little bit of a tether now, but that's okay. Still trying to figure out, I do kind of like this, trying to figure out a way to keep the microphone stable to where I'm talking all the time. And so I'd gotten the little lavalier microphone that I've used the last few weeks, and that's okay, except that when I move my head left or right, up or down, it moves, you know, then my voice is moving away from the camera, so it's pretty uneven. Or the camera, the microphone, so that's uneven. And I tend to bump it. Of course, I don't necessarily know when I've bumped it until I watch back on a VOD. So I was back home yesterday and chatting with my mom. She's like, oh, well, what about this? So, and I wasn't sure given that it's not wireless, so I was like, it's gonna keep me kind of tethered to where I am, but the line is pretty long, so I tested, I can get just about everywhere in the room that I would probably need to get to while I'm, you know, on comms. Added bonus that it only has a headphone on one ear. So now if I do decide that I need to do laundry on a Saturday morning, I can hear it. It is amazing how much better this is laying, or how much better it looks with all of these seams pressed down. I shouldn't be surprised at that, but here we are. Okay, so just because I like to see this, uh, so this is all nice, ironed out, pressed. It's like laying nicely all the way around this whole orientation. This is the front, you know, the front tabard bit laying nice. This is going over the hip, and then the back. Like, look how nice that lays, as opposed to this side that hasn't been ironed yet, and it looks all puffy, and like it looks okay, but like, just so much more finished. Maybe I don't even need to top stitch. If I'm not going to understitch, I should top stitch. But also, if I top stitch, I would want to do it in something pretty, and I already know I don't have a blue, and I don't have pretty white. Oh, I have kind of a pearly color though. And since it's really only how much havoc that would wreak on my tension settings if I were to try to use this. It's like, does that show? It doesn't really show. What about on this camera? It just kind of shows it's glossy. So this is like pearlescent and kind of almost holographic looking thread. I may have to try that. I might. Let's finish ironing out. Oh yeah, I also have to iron out the top. Look how fluffy it looks up here. It'll look so much better when it's ironed. All right, back to the ironing board. Get a drink while I'm here. I have to keep remembering to shut off my sewing machine. This display hadn't disappeared yet, so that was interesting. It's so inconsistent. Maybe that might be something I'll look into with my tax return this year. Be like, let's get the sewing machine tuned up. There's a Bernina dealer here in town. I shy away from them. They're so expensive because Berninas are so expensive. But if I want to keep my expensive fancy sewing machine, some upkeep is most likely warranted. Stuff just irons out so nicely. I'll be keeping an eye out with the excuse me, for Cyber Monday, thinking I would like to get another camera for over here, since, you know, I do spend a decent amount of time at the ironing board as well. And it's just as important as the piecing and everything. And then I don't feel like I've just got my back to a camera all the time. Also, maybe a light for over here, because the only light in this room, I've got a window over there, and then I've got the ceiling fan here, ceiling light, which does pretty good straight down, but yeah, it's dark over in this corner. And in my infinite wisdom, I painted this room very dark blue when I moved in because of reasons. I don't know. Paint was on sale. This is as good a reason as any, right? I wonder if I were to put like more or less Christmas lights over here. I'll have to see how much that might help. Kind of a soft light. Or maybe I want a whole big light. I don't know. Okay, I did not pay attention to my corners on these. I do need to clip these corners. They're not gonna, these are very tight spaces and this extra fabric is not gonna do any favors. Look at that, I did. I at least trimmed those seams on that side. I do remember doing that. How about that? Good job, past Kate. You were looking out for future Kate. GG. Alright, so then when I turn that back right side out, that turns much nicer. Oh yeah. So while I'm here, let's get the other one. Do it again. All right. Good deal. All right, back to the iron board I go. Get another drink of coffee. Oh, it's empty. Oh no, I'm gonna have to refill my coffee cup soon. We'll wait till closer to the top of the hour, though, before I do that. Try to, excuse me, try to subject everybody to one ad break every hour. It's really busy right there. Why does it feel so busy? Because it is. There's a lot going on in that seam area. Ugh. Working on ironing out that's gonna be an armhole? Yeah. The back of the armhole. Upper back? It feels really bulky. Note to self, maybe flannel might not have been the most ideal lining. I'm still gonna stand by using the flannel for the lining. But it do be bulky. Alright, so that was the whole side, back and side back. Yes. Yep. Alright, now I'm doing the collar. Good. Bulk City. Holy buckets. Right. Now let's do the right armhole. Kind of fascinating as I'm going around this, again, the back of this armhole, which was bulky on the other arm. Fascinating, it's bulky on this one too, but I can see that it's somehow in the patterning, it's making it 3D, which is just mind-blowing to me. Like, not only is it going around a corner, but it's also automatically trying to curve. Since, you know, funny enough, the human body is not flat. So like it's round going around the arm, but also contouring for the fact that it's around your back. And yeah, I don't know, that's all with flat fabric, two-dimensional flat fabric. And finally, the keyhole. All right, so this looks so much nicer now. Like, look, it's just laying so nice. I'm all tangled up. There we go. So that's nifty. Turn line to inside press. Stitch front to back at shoulders. So if I want to do my top stitching, now is the time. That's going to require a little experimentation before I dare start trying to stitch on this fabric, because I know this thread, this thread is a little old. How old? Well, I got it while I was working at the fabric store, and I don't know exactly what time I was working at the fabric store, but I mean, Hancock Fabrics has been out of business for 6 years now. So bare minimum, this thread is at least 6 years old, which means it's a little more fragile than it might otherwise be, and it's going to require potentially some different tension settings. Alright, so I'm gonna do a 3-minute ad break. I'm gonna refill my coffee. I'm going to find some scrap material. I'm gonna want both the brocade and the flannel so I can stitch through it and set up. Hey! Oh, good morning! Hi Coral, hi everybody coming from Total Sapphic Panic's channel. You come in peace. Welcome, good morning. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Very exciting to see everybody today. We're making progress. Slowly but surely, this Game of Thrones costume is gonna come together. I'm just mulling over my next step, funny that. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be an experimentation. You got your sound set up. Sweet. Got some new pieces for it. Or just trying some different levels out, or what's up? I too am experimenting with new sound sort of things. I got a new microphone today. Oh, you couldn't. Oh, couldn't hear you until now? Oh, because you're in streaming mode. Well, hello and welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. Gotcha, you got your sound set up for watching. Got it. Makes sense. Yeah, I haven't figured out when to turn the other streamer's sound on, so I'm not like doubling up for my viewers. Pro streamer that I am. Well, you've got me here at the top of the hour. I need to take a quick break. I was puzzling out. I'm gonna need to do some trialing out on some threads, so it's going great. Did a piece today in support of Ukraine, just happened to have the right paints for a flag and everything. Ooh, nice! I'll go and check that VOD out, that's cool. Love it when things work out like that. Alright, well, I hate to, like, y'all rated, and I'm gonna, like, throw most of you into an ad break. I apologize, but I do need to go uh, find some extra fabric, and so I'll be AFK anyways. So did some work on the battle case. It's halfway to serviceable. Sweet. All right, well, I'll be right back. I will see you all in just a minute or two. Well, 3 to be precise. All right, and we're back. Yay. Yes, unmuted. Good, good, good. All right, so as I left to go get the coffee, I was like, oh, I don't even remember where I put the extra fabric. I wasn't even sure there was extra of the brocade. But in the first 2 bins that I looked in, found the extra brocade in the first one and the extra flannel in the second one. So score 1 for me, as my favorite Silvari say. Alright, so we're gonna just kind of hang this up over here. We're gonna cut off, is there a weird shaped area? Oh, yeah, look, this, I thought that maybe it was a fitted sheet that I was making the lining out of? It sure is. Oh, that poor elastic is so dead. Alright, so we'll just... that. Go up there for right now. Hopefully that's all I need. And if not, I can always cut more. Alright, so this is really just to test what, how this thread is gonna go through. I don't need to change the bobbin thread. It does not need to be fancy fancy thread. It's going to be on the lining side. So that at least eliminates that step. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure how you adjust the tension on. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I don't know how to adjust the tension on this machine. It's the dial right on top where every other machine I've ever had has their tension dial. I was thinking maybe it was gonna be a computer setting. It is not. Almost had it threaded. That was like the weakest threading, needle threading I've ever done. It just barely pulled it through. There we go. So, perfect world. Nothing needs to change. Everything works wonderfully, and no tension changes need to be done at all. Currently, for the record, are you not in my Discord? I don't really have a Discord. I'm just part of. I don't have my own Discord. I hang out in a couple other different people's Discords, but I've thought about having a Discord, I just don't use it enough to set one up. Well, so far so good. Hey, I think we're gonna be fine using... I don't think I need to change any settings at all. That's exciting. I'm so happy. Cool. Alright, well then. That was the fastest experiment I think I've ever had to do. I'm pretty pleased with that. Put these up there. So... to change the stitch length. Everything seemed pretty fine. So let's do I want to have quarter inch? Quarter inch is probably the best because that should encase the seams that I trimmed. Quarter inch is also super easy to measure because my presser foot is 1/4 of an inch. It's a wonderful spacing thing. Know if the pearlescence is really going to show that much, but I mean, hey, it's still better than the off-white. I guess the closest to white thread that I have, and since it's going to be on top, probably don't want it to look dirty, which I think the off-white would kind of draw attention to the top stitching and make it look dirty. Alright, I just uploaded my pic of my progress with the battle case so I can link it to show you. You should be able to do links. I don't mind. If it doesn't let you do the link, I'll have to figure out. Like, personally, I have no problem with it. Cool. Ah, that's looking awesome! Yeah, Coral, you're doing amazing. I love it. So today I stitched a full side of the patch and put a screw through. I was wondering, I was like, are they nails? Are they screws? Screws, that's pretty badass. A senior battle skirt. I don't... I know you were working on a sort of kilt. Is it the same thing with all the pockets? I don't know that I've seen it finished. Maybe kilt was my term. Using the same screws. Cool. So it makes a unified fashion statement. I like it. Oh, earlier project. Okay. Let me get to the, oh no, there won't be an end of this seam. I can, but let me, and everybody I do highly recommend, I don't have stream elements, I just don't have it all set up yet. So I can't do shout outs, but absolutely go check out Coral's page, Total Sapphic Panic. He is a variety streamer and does some pretty amazing artwork, as evidenced by these projects he's tagging. Gotcha. Oh, that's badass too. Nice. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yes. They are a variety streamer, does a lot of amazing spray paint art. I love the belt with the padlock. That's so cool. That's amazing. Do you have another one of your Fumery Fridays coming up? I can't remember. It seems like it's at the end of the month or beginning of a month. The patch that you can't read says queer liberation, not rainbow capitalism. Nice. Sadly indefinitely canceled. Oh, I'm sorry. Boo. Well, I will look forward to its return whenever it happens. But to be honest, any stream that you do is amazing, so, you know. Whether it's that one or a different stream. One of the amazing things about all of their sewing projects over there, everything is sewn by hand. Like, I do a little bit of hand sewing, not a ton. Everything Coral does is hand sewn, which, when you see all of those projects, are just mind-blowing to me. And it's very fun to me watching the giant needles that you use. Be a quarter of an inch beyond the seam. Ding dong, Kate. A little bit further. There we go. Yeah. so far I've stitched from the back tabard, the bottom of the back tabard piece on the left, up around the hip, and now to the front left. Now I'm stitching across the bottom of the front tabard. I've been taking all these stops and my display hasn't shut off yet. Have we turned a corner? Watch it shut off like immediately. Mid-stitch. For the audacity of me saying anything about it. Alright, so that's the bottom. Now we're gonna stitch up the right-hand side. Something morbid just occurred to you. Ooh. In that image, we see a graffiti tag over the top of the Ukraine flag. That particular kind of tag is called a bomb. Which means today I bombed Ukraine. Oh no. But in the artistic sense, and with good intentions. Sure that I do these about the same on both sides. Take a look. I will just a moment. Okay, this keeps going up straight a little bit. Ah, there goes my screen. Boo! It says we stand in support. It's a good, I like it though. Very nifty. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the machine. It got back at me. I said too many times. I'm gonna upload to Insta to show support. Nice. Very nice. Over the left hip now. buffet sequence. Stitch. Alright, and now go down the right hand back tabard side. Then we just have the nightmare of roundabouts the arms and neck and such. Lots of curved stitches there. And finally the bottom of the right back tabard. So that will help in keeping everything laying where it is and not shifting. Fingers crossed. And it's just a little bit of sparkle and not super noticeable. Score 1 for me. Again, I know I already said that once. Okay, so this stain, now that I know that I have that much more of that fabric, I kind of wish before I'd gotten this far that I remembered that I had all that fabric and I might have recut this piece out. Also though, I might try to wash that stain. You never know. Also, if I wear this with the long blonde wig, then it probably won't show anyways. I don't know, Nate. It's it empties really fast though. He's commenting on the sides of my lovely cup that, you know, empties so fast. I'm not sure if I do have a bigger, well, okay, I do have a bigger cup. I really, really do. And I can put coffee in it, but right now it's got water in it. But like, by volume, this cup I'm certain is larger. It doesn't say on the bottom, but I do love this one. It's not a morning person doesn't even begin to cover it. It takes So of my Keurig that has 3 sizes, like a 6, an 8, and a 10 ounce option, it takes 2 10 ounce and an 8 ounce to fill that coffee cup. And I know this. It is known. Because I've done it. What would I want to top stitch this one? I want to... Maybe I want to do the top stitching after I have the shoulders together. No, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. That would... So these we just don't stitch beyond where it's already stitched so that I can turn it. Alright, that will go. So this will be the back neck and keyhole that I'm stitching now. Starting at the pin. Pivot. Alright, going around the keyhole. This side is probably okay to go all the way to the edge of the fabric. Time to go defrag. Catch you around for sure. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your evening. I mean, as always. I guess it's, yeah, it's evening. Yeah, it's evening there for you. So enjoy your evening. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you on the flip. this armhole's gonna be fun. There's so much happening right here. Is there anything I can do about it? Not really. It's just 4 seams, half of them being flannel. Fold it in half. It's a lot. Just so much. Alright, so on this side, because it's the shoulders, again, I want to make sure I don't stitch where I'm going to be putting in a seam allowance. On either side. That sandwich is just gonna be oof. Wonder if pinning it would even make a difference. Let's try it. It can't hurt, right? Hopefully not. Have to go just real slow. Make sure everything is laying flat as I go around these corners. And this is that section where I was mentioning earlier about how it's kind of making it 3-dimensional instead of just the curve. Like this curve is flat. It goes on your back. It just sits, right? This one not only is curving around an arm, but also around this way, and it just, like you can see, it's holding its shape, as opposed to this one, if I were to try to hold it curved, like it, I don't know, it doesn't really hold a 3-dimensional curve, because it's not supposed to. This side does, and that's some pretty fancy pattern work. Let's see what we can do with this. I do have my stop point. Hopefully I remember to use my stop point. Shoulders. Ugh, tension. some of the hairier areas. Good, we're halfway done with this armhole. Can't wait to do it again on the other side. Remembering to stop at this pin. Go no further. Cool. Let's see what I have done. Did a little puckering, but I think ultimately, no, it's okay. It looks puckered when it's laying flat, but again, it's going to three-dimensionally curve around, and that actually does, you know, okay, that's kind of puckered. This is it would lay funny anyways even if it wasn't stitched down, so I'll claim it's fine. Okay. Next, I guess, would be front neck. I think I want to wait on that till I do this side. Where are we at? Alright, we got another 10 minutes before an ad break, and I get up and do some stretching and tension relief again. As I'm sitting here at my sewing machine realizing that, like, my shoulders are up in my ears. Relax them. It's gonna be fine. So yeah, we'll wait on the front neck, shoulders to neck. Do that last. I do kind of like doing things mirroring, so just one side then the other, and then meet in the middle. Sometimes it's kind of a thing that has to be done, other times it's just a thing that I do. So we're gonna start going around the keyhole on this would be the right hand side. That's the keyhole. Now where it latches together at the back neck. One more stitch. There we go. And now the back neck. Is this one where I should not have stitched all the way to the end? Probably. Alright. Well, it's not quite all the way to the end, so I'll backstitch that a little bit. And that seemed good. Armhole fun time. Ooh. And I did stitch that all the way closed on this side. I know I did not stitch it all the way closed on this side, right? This one I did not. Huh. That'll be a fun experiment dealing with later. I did stop it. Should still be able to, okay, should still be able to turn it fine, but I'm not gonna stitch that 1/4 inch all the way to the end. Stitch that 1/4 inch top stitch all the way to the end. pinning it seemed to help on the other side. So since it didn't seem to hinder, we're just going to do it again. This is where it got super wonky before. Doing this pinning a little bit more in your range of view. Apologies. Pro streamer. The other section that gets wonky AF right here. This pin has had a rough life. I see little marks on it. Means the needles hit it a few times, more than a few times. Thank you for your service, pin. Go ahead, it is the top of the hour, so we're gonna take a few minute break. How's my coffee doing? I probably don't need to refill the coffee, but I do need to stretch, walk around. So I'm gonna send you all to a 3-minute break. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything while you're gone. I will be right back. this horrible, horrible curve corner. We got this. I had a cookie. It was delicious. Perhaps not the most nutritious of breakfasts, but hey, it had pumpkin in it, you know, so pumpkin's a fruit or a vegetable or something, right? That's healthy. Some leftovers from dinner on Thursday. The underarm to the front to hit some of that hairy section. Not stitching to the edge, stopping at the stop pin. Okay. Oh, oh. Dropping pins. Where'd you go? I heard you on the mat. Oh, there it is. Hooray for the shiny red, yeah, in this case red top, so I could see it in the carpet where it had bounced. Alright, that leaves just the front neck, right? Alright, before I do that, let's get rid of the basting stitches that are still visible. I think I'm doing a successful job of being productive while still avoiding doing the zipper today. I'm pretty sure the zipper is, there's no way that zipper is going in today. And I'm okay with that. Out. There are more stitches here to clean up than I thought, and even though they are long basting stitches, they kind of don't want to go. More still poking through here. This one I'll just trim off. It can live in the seam allowance, that's fine. Of stitches. I'm not sure how to make this any more riveting than it is. Oh my goodness. I apologize. Dead air and everything. Just trying to pick stitches without pulling up the brocade. That's never good. Ostrich. Okay. See, there's foil that's already lifting. I don't even know why those got cut. Alright, that makes that one look better. Is it too late to do the top stitching that I apparently decided I didn't need to do on the crisscross straps? Because if I'd have top stitched it like I was supposed to and decided I didn't need to, then this edge would look so much better. I bet I could do it. Let's see. doesn't have quite as much showing. That's good, I guess. So I lose it here in the seam allowance, so from there. Instead of pasting stitches, I can see disappearing right there. Come here, you. And then just over this shoulder bit. Seriously, backstitch that? It's a basting stitch. Why would I have backstitched the basting stitch? I didn't. Good, good. Okay, I was smart. It's just the fabric. How about that? Alright. Oh. Left this on the whole time, so of course my screen went blank. Start stop is about there. Start stop on this side. Oh, because I already stitched that down. What? Okay, you know, some days. maybe I don't do the collar yet. Okay, how do I do the shoulders? Stitch front to back at shoulders. Slip stitch pressed edges of lining over shoulder seam. So it would be stitch those and then stitch these. Okay, in theory it should be fine. I'm so good at theory, man. Oops, sorry. I keep hitting the microphone. Then we're just gonna top stitch it to, we're doing this flannel side down, so we'll stop it there, because it really doesn't matter after that. Oh yeah. If I'm gonna do the free things, I better do those before I actually stitch that there, because that will limit by the whole like centimeter, but still that'll limit my ability to go around underneath. We're gonna do the bottom one first. That one's gonna be the tricky one. Tricksy, tricksy. This side's gonna get real funky. Too far? Nope, nope, perfect. Ha, yas. Pinch anything funky? Nope. Good. Yay. Just get fringe. Want to do all the way down. So next up here would be this stretch, and I just need it to go to that. Well, I mean, it shouldn't show. So when I do this top stitching here, it should hopefully keep those two pieces together just like that, and you wouldn't see anything underneath here. But just in case, since that's going to stay loose, we'll go ahead and stitch it up to the corner in here. I have no idea how well that translates for you guys, I'm sorry. Alright, this one, well, I guess we're going to stitch on this side. So we're going to start in the corner. Let's turn off the machine, give it a second to breathe. So if I get all the top stitching done today, then it will be starting next weekend with stitching the shoulder seams and there's loose threads underneath. Huh. How about that? Go. There we go. So do the shoulder seams, and then I guess that's all the procrastinating can be done, because the next step is, oh my gosh, the next step would be the zipper. How many steps does it take for this zipper? 28, 29, 30, 31. 4 steps for the zipper. Hey, caffeinate, inebriate. I like it. Caffeinating because it's, you know, still before noon, too early to inebriate yet. Even on a weekend. How's the grind going there, Title? Is it though? I mean, depends on the day, and I don't want to mix my sewing and my drinking while the sewing machine is not heavy operating. Ooh, Red Bull and vodka. Yeah, I guess. Also, screwdrivers are good, which also is vodka, right? Yes. No, champagne? Remember that. Alright, alright. It's a plan, I've got a plan. Where? This one. Grind going well, grindy. As they do. Put the thread back in here. Back the, oh, come on, you can totally fit. There we go. Haha. Right, we're in business now. So the good news about the zippers, when I get to the zipper, that's basically the last thing to do, aside from the hooks and eyes that'll go to attach the upper back. And that's just hand sewing. I could just sew on a couple. Oh no, my thread! Did it really just do that? Did you really just do that thread? Ooh. So I'm not sure why, but my thread got caught. Oh my goodness, my thread got caught somewhere and broke somewhere up in the machine. Why? Why do you like this? Oh yeah, you're having a hard time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that it didn't fray out earlier. So hey, you know, well done on the thread for that at least. Oh no, up. Oh my goodness. Do I even know how to thread my dang machine? Come on. That thread back short again. We're almost done with this piece. Sadness. Oh well. No real harm done. So I'll have to start it back just a little bit so I can catch the stitching where it broke so it doesn't come unstitched later. Anyway, where I was going with that idea about the zipper, the hook, and I imagine that zipper and then hand stitching the hook and eye will probably take the entire 3 hours or the majority of the 3 hours. So then should just be basically one more session on the tunic. And then we can start on the skirt. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Trying to decide, do I find those pattern pieces off camera or just make the whole big mess of tissue paper on camera? Could be fun either way, right? Might as well do it on camera. I really don't need to be skipping any steps. No reason for it. Ooh, or maybe, again, keep thinking, man, I should do another day, add another day to my sewing streams. That would be fun. So maybe that would be what I do on that stream, is find the pattern pieces, iron out the fabric for it. Ironed this, but I didn't get it fully turned all the way. For shame. For shame. That's the end of the coffee. Yay. Forgot to turn off the machine. I'm thinking, you know, it'd be cool to have a camera on the sewing machine. All the, you know, my wish list of things that I would love to do to make the, you know, make more interesting views for you guys. And so yeah, I would like a camera on the sewing machine also, so you can see what I'm sewing. And then I get to thinking, I should look and see. I have some old smartphones still. I bet they have video capability. I bet I could rig one of those up. Would they be as amazing as an actual streaming camera? Probably not. Am I looking into getting one of those? Or they are that have start with a D. I don't remember. No, because I'm not going to get one of those either. Those are expensive. But I could at least be another camera. Then I would just need to get a tripod for them. It's not going to back up further. That's alright. Oh my gosh, the screen just went out. Silly machine. Chonking away now. Oh, because there's... Oh, the thread. Oh my gosh. When did that happen? Not long. That's good. So I'm glad that I'm only just now having issues with the thread. This is the stuff that I was expecting to start with. Like, the kind of trouble that I was expecting it to just have the whole time. I wonder if it's getting... I don't know what it's getting stuck on, but it's breaking. Since I have just a very little ways left to go, really, I think I can stick it out. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Okay. takes care of the long side of that decoration. I don't know what to call that. Probably could have gone one more stitch closer to the seam, but it'll be fine. Line there, going just to that corner again, and then we can do the neckline, and the top stitching is done. Real tight in this little corner. Alright. That takes care of that. Still have 5 minutes. I think it'll run just a little over today. Oh, okay. That just seemed like a really bizarre way to end that song. I'm like, what happened to my sound? Nothing. Song just ended. It's rather abrupt. Alright, so I'm gonna pin through just every layer ever in this corner. It's not. Because I want to catch both of these right there, and that way there's no gapping center. That looks nice. Yes. Leading up to it, we'll just put a few pins there. Leading out of it, we'll put a few pins. Stop the tab stitching about there, I guess. Excuse me. That's just so many layers. Oof. Jeez. It just eats right through that thickness. Good machine. Thread, why are you like this? The last little bit, you can't just behave yourself a little bit? And of course, screenshots on. You just have 3 inches left to go. Come on. You know it's about time to be done when the sewing machine says. Three inches, that's what she said. Yaw. You gonna break my thread now? Sounds like you're not having a good time with the bobbin either. Sewing machine, why you do this? Why you be like this? It's all about that last 3 inches. There, you can rest now. I don't need you for a good while. Again. See, it wasn't that really hard. Oof. At least I didn't have to break the stitching this time. Because it didn't actually break the thread. Yay! Put the pretty shiny pearly thread away. Probably won't use that. I know exactly what project I got that for, which is probably in a bin, maybe I'm not sure where that project is. I was making a fairy costume, and that was the thread that I was going to use to put it together. I don't think I'm going to be using it for that purpose anymore, but alright, so here we go. Look, it looks so much nicer now. Everything's laying nicely because it's all ironed and it's all top stitched. So yes, then next step would be stitching the shoulders. We'll do the you do the fancy side first with the sewing machine, and then you hand stitch the lining over top. So it's all nice and enclosed and everything. And then the zipper. And then we put the hooks and eyes on this section, because this is the back that will hook together that way. Okay. Get back out this way. Shoulders will meet. The zipper will be, it won't go the whole way down the dress or down the back, so there will just be stitching for some of that. But that will finish off this back portion. The zipper will go in up here, and then the hooks and eyes there, so there will be our keyhole. It's coming together. It's nearly there. Oh goodness, look at that. Is that where I ended? That's messy. Oh well, whatever, it's fine, because it looks fine on the top. That's what matters. We'll trim those threads so they don't poke out. And then we can move on to the skirt. And I think in the skirt, probably, let me guess, it's going to be several, it's very full, so it's going to be several long panels all the way around. Probably has a waistband. I bet it also wants a zipper, doesn't it? Skirt CD. It only has 2 pieces for the skirt. Really? Oh, nope, nope. No. C, D. C is the shorter skirt. D is the longer skirt. Yes, that's for view C. View D. Yes, okay, okay. I was gonna say, man, it just seems like there's more than 2 pieces. Yes, view D. There looks to be probably 4 to 6 panels. Pin 2 side sections to each front and back, 4 pieces. No, it is 6 pieces. Stitch front and back together at sides, leaving open above large circle for left side, which is where this, yep, it is gonna be a zipper. Oh. And then the waistband. I mean, I think I have a little zipper I could use, probably. We'll deal with that when we get there. It's gonna be a while. Not a real long while. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be... It will probably be an almost full session of cutting out the skirt. So we've got... Next session will be the zipper, the shoulder seams, and putting on the hooks and eyes. I imagine that will take the entire session. Session after that will be cutting out the skirt, and I might get to putting the sides, yeah, putting the skirt pieces together. And then would be the potential zipper and waistband and hook and eye to finish that out. So we're looking at probably 3 more sessions, so another 9 hours worth of work, give or take, to finish this project. So excitement, excitement! It's getting there. It's looking like a thing. Yeah, I'm happy. That's good. All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for hanging out with me for this Saturday. I will be back Wednesday for World v World Wednesday Guild Wars 2 in the morning. And then otherwise, next Saturday, I will be back to finish this Tunic up. That actually works out. I will be gone the following Saturday. So before that little break, we should be able to get the Tunic itself done. Yes! So, alright. Well, you all have a great day. Is there anybody we want to raid? Who's playing? Who's doing what? Ebony Dragon is doing stuff. Shadnix is doing some Beat Saber. Xerips is doing Genshin Impact. Oh, okay, let's go, it looks like this person, we have Young Panda Crafts. She's saying this is her first stream, and she's making mushrooms. So let's go check out these mushrooms that she's making. That sounds fun. Let's see. It's on mute. That up. Go to young and rats. All right, here we go. Just a second, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Let's show this young lady some love. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging.